Hello and welcome to DigitalSynn Gaming. I am Syntosis and this is episode 7 of Stoneblock 3. So last time we did a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go over it too much. Just understand that we've got some compacting drawers. We've got a couple of upgrades. So the compacting drawers are really simple, as I showed before. They are just a drawer plus two pistons and some iron. That gives you the compacting drawer, which allows you to do this. So you can take out individuals, or you can put them back in, or you can take out nuggets, put them back in, or you can take out blocks. So you can put them back in. And I've got, obviously, we got sand now up there. I don't know why we've got sand up there, but we've got sand up there. We've got quite a few of the copper and all that kind of stuff, the stuff that we need to smelt down. So what I've done is on some of these, you can see that we've got these little upgrades in the corner. If you actually click on the corner piece, or right click on the corner piece, you can see the storage and utility things. So we can now store 49,000 in this one. The diamond one was not that difficult to get an upgrade for, so I just went for it. So if we actually go for, so what we're actually using is functional storage. And then if you see here, we can create a copper one, which will increase the block storage by 8 times 8. Then times by 16 is the gold one, which is just gold instead. And then diamond, including diamond blocks. So we had, you know, we've used quite a few diamonds, but it gives us a massive bang for our buck. So 24 times the storage, which is awesome. So we're not going to run out anytime soon, which is good. I mean, we'll look at this. We're on to 14.6 thousand lapis, which is a pain in the ass. But at least we're getting there. So that, you know, we've got enough storage to do what we need to do. And then when I obviously want, so we've got copper over there. So if I want copper, I just took a whole bunch out of there. I go not this way because I can't get around the back from that way anymore. So if I go around here, and obviously this will be automated at some point, but if we go into here, we can chuck all our copper in like so, and it will come out in 16 pieces, get smelted, because we're using lava underneath, and turns into ingots. Now the ingots obviously then travel through the pipe network and land in here. So we got, so if we right click on here, we can see that we've got 3.6, 3.7, and you can see how the blocks, number of blocks going up. So we can have, with these storage, we can have, so with this, just this one diamond upgrade, we can store quite a few blocks. Quite nice. Now this one, 23.9 million ingots. I mean, how cool is that? So yeah, we're not doing too bad with all of these bits and pieces. So we've got gold, we've got redstone over here, we've got well, I can't remember what that one is. That one's oh, silver. There we go. So yeah, we've got silver, and we've got all the other bits and pieces. We've got so we've got these, which is the magma blocks. Now, if we cool a magma block, we can get. So if I take this one out, what I've found is if we go put that over on. Now we're going to place it down on this one, so we've got to get up here. But if I place it down here, oh, wrong place. No, I want to, there we go. So it's gone on to there, and as you can see, as it goes along and it washes, maybe it doesn't go into that one. Maybe it's the other one. Oh, it might be that one. Right. Let me see which one I've actually got that one. Oh no, there we are. So it washed, it turned in, so it cools it down basically and turns it into obsidian. So that's how we can produce obsidian. Now over here we've got compressed cobblestone. And funnily enough, if you take lava, so if we go over to here and we grab our 2 sticks, which is not in that one anymore. Is it in this one, or is it in this one? Or is it in something completely bloody different? Where are the sticks? There we go. So the fire plow, if we go over here and shoot that at that, that turns into lava. We collect the lava. We'll shoot the lava, shoot that thing again. like so, and we've got 2 buckets of lava. The reason I got 2 buckets is because I want to put 1 bucket in there. There we go. So what we can do now is we can put it in the dropper. And compressed cobblestone, so 1 time compressed cobblestone, so put it in a 3x3, you know, so you've got 9 bits of cobble essentially in here. What it will eventually do is the lava drips onto it and it changes into the magma block. And then obviously you put the magma block through the washing process, and that cools it down, changes it into obsidian, and that is how we get our obsidian. Now, on this... was it on that one, or is it on one of the other ones? It was on one of them that was getting a bit too much. I did put a void upgrade. I can't remember where I put it now. It might have been on one of the... So a void upgrade basically means that as soon as it goes over the amount, it will just void off the items. I'm pretty sure I put it on the lapis one, but I can't... Oh, hang on. No, I can't see it on the lapis one. Did I move that and then not put it back? It's possible. It's around somewhere, but we did do a void. There we go. Look, that changed into a magma block. And I've got some more compressed here. There we go. And then we can go and put this into the washing process. And again, I mean, obviously, if we've got 16 of these, which is what I did the last time, if we got 16, then obviously we can just shove it into here, because this is set to every 16. So if there's 16 items in here, it will come out and it will wash. And then it washes, and again, goes back into the network using the drawer controller or the storage controller, and now we've got 2 obsidian. And then we've got more, and so this is great, right? It's kind of nice that we've got all this stuff, but I'm getting sick and tired, because I've got chests over here with stuff in, I've got chests here, I've got that, I've got all of these items with the chests over here, and this crap, and this. And over and outside, I've got barrels, and yeah. So we are doing refined storage today. That's the plan. Refined storage is going to be today. That is the plan. So the items that we're going to need is we are going to need some of the items that I've already pinned. So up here, we've got these items are actually used for, you know, obviously storage. So we've got a disk drive, which houses disks, which is where you actually store the items. And they come in different flavors. They come in, as you can see over here, they come in a 1K, a 4K, an 8K, a 16K, yeah, and a 64K. And they're all made up by the constituent components. Like this 1K is made up with silicon, some quartz enriched iron, redstone, you know, glass, and then obviously that makes the 1K. The 1K is then multiples of the 1K that creates the 4, and then multiples of the 4 and multiples of the 16 to get the 64. And then you've got the fluid storage, which is pretty much the same. Now there is a difference that you do have some blocks. So with the 1K storage block, you can actually have a block of that and then, you know, do it slightly different. But it's still the same process. Whether it goes into a disk drive or whether you use it as a block, it really doesn't matter. It's just, you know, slightly different. And obviously you've got the 64K storage. You need a disk or storage housing plus fluid to give you that. So yeah, that will literally, and the ones without the blue band are normal item storage. And then you've got regulator cards and fortune upgrades and all this kind of stuff that you can put into things. You've got speed upgrades, stack upgrades for the imports and exports, which are down here. And obviously you need an interface, which is like a grid or a crafting grid to actually interface with the actual system. Now, the heart or the core of the system is one of these funny looking blocks here, which are pretty cool. Now, this obviously requires power. Hence the reason why we need to get a little bit more into the generation of power. So we're going to need to get something that will allow us to generate that power. And I don't know what that will be yet. I have not got that far. But I'm thinking because we've got a lot of coal, we can at least start with something like a Stirling generator or something simple and then progress up. We'll get that you know, sort of scaled up pretty rapidly. I would like to use power, but we need to get a lot more of the actual bits and pieces for that. And I'm pretty sure power is in this pack. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Oh, wow. Oh, it's not. Oh dear. I'm thinking about another. Oh no, hang on. There we are. There it is. I knew it was there. Right. Yeah. So we need a lot of raw uranite, which is crushed deep slate. So obviously hammering gets from deep slate, cobbled deep slate, and then if we do deep slate and cobbled deep slate into crushed deep slate, and then use the crushed deep slate, we'll get the raw uranite, which will give us the massive amount of power that we actually need. Now, deep slate, that is a good point, because that might be a way that we can get some good early power. By building those. I mean, what else do we need? So a starter energy cell, pretty straightforward. It's just some iron and some dielectric. So I'm pretty sure that's iron. Yeah, there we go. The dielectric paste is all the pieces that we've got. We've got lava. We can do lava. We can do that, clay balls and stuff like that. So that's cool. And then what we can, so that's the storage cells taken care of. We can do basic cables. That's not an issue. Energizing rods, obviously when we get into the higher tiers or the next level up, we're going to need some of those to convert some of the things. But let's have a look at the basic. We've got magma or magmator, which generates energy from lava. That might be, it generates 20 FE a tick. Not going to be enough, that one. The next tier up, 80. We could get away with a couple of those. That's when it starts getting into energized steel, and obviously energized steel requires the energizer. So the basic energizer there requiring what? Yeah, not too much. So once we've got a little bit of power, we can then start progressing through the tiers, which is pretty cool. But we will need a reactor at some point. Now the reactor will do 250 FE a tick, which is cool. We only need we need to make a few of these because it's a multi-block. Okay, so we could do that if we can get the raw uranite so that we can get it into the basics. Now uranite or raw uranite to normal uranite, we can just put it in there, that's fine, or we can smelt it, that's cool too. So if we take the raw uranite, which is the crushed deep slate, now cobbled deep slate and deep slate, where does cobbled deep slate come from? Lead ore as a byproduct. How do we make it, or do we need to just grab it? We could make it in an igneous extruder. Okay, so the two blocks is a packed ice block and a lava block. Packed ice is just ice. And if we have a look back at what I just saw there, we can do ice. So we'd have to make ice, which is a multi-servo press to get that. Blast chiller, there we go. So we'd have to make a blast chiller, but we're going to need to make a blast chiller anyway. However, we need to make packed ice before we do that. How do we get packed ice? World transmutation, maybe? Can we get that? No, it requires another star. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're going to wait for that. We will start with the magmatic. So, well, magmator or some, or whatever it is, right? So that's the basic one. That's the one that requires a little bit extra. So this is the one that we're going to go for. So let's add that to our tasks. So we are going for the basic one. All right, I'm happy with that. That's not too bad. So once we've got our storage system, then we should be able to start importing and exporting and get everything into one place, which, you know, negates the need for quite a lot of stuff just hanging all over the place. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get power. And we also need to get a cube or a controller. So I've already gone ahead and crafted some of this stuff. So I've crafted some silicon. I've got some. I've got obviously never quartzes over here coming from the processes in this system. So these are all getting washed. The dusts and everything like that. They're all coming into here, and then that obviously creates the items that I need. And we've got an igneous extruder, which is not too bad. So we had one of those in one of the quests. So I'm quite happy, or from the loot things. So I'm quite happy with all that kind of stuff. Now, the first things that we, like I said, the first things we need to do is we need to build a controller, because this is going to be the main brains behind the operation. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. So silicon even, is just never quartz but smelted. So not really a massive issue. You just need to have a good stack of that on hand. And machine casing, that's relatively straightforward. It's stone with quartz, and I've made a few of those because they're really basic. Really, really simple to make. Now, the advanced processor. Now, this is slightly different because we need to use a sequence to make it. Now, that's not good, because now we need to do these. Okay, so I've got to do some create stuff to make them. Wow. Okay. I did not realize that, but we can do this. We can do this. Even if we start this, we get this process done. Right, so I'm going to chuck this stuff in there because I'm going to put the rest of that back. Right, what do we need first? So we need to make that create items. So let's go and have a look at create. Now we need those little hand things, which I'm pretty sure is bronze. Yep, there we go. So the deployer, that's it. So we need some electron tubes, which means we need some redstone and we need some nether quartz. So let's get some redstone, as we've got a little bit, and we'll get some more quartz, and we'll go over to here and we will create, funnily enough, some of these electron tubes. Now, I'm pretty sure we've got some sandpaper somewhere, but if we haven't, we can make some, so that's not a massive issue. There we go, we've got some sandpaper. Do we have some used ones? Yes, we do. Right, so I'm going to create a couple of these. So you put the sandpaper in your offhand, you put the gem in the other hand. So it doesn't matter which hand you use, but either one will be fine. And then what we do is keep going. It's really quite cool, actually. I love this actual thing, where you're actually polishing these up, you know, sanding them down from a rough gem to a refined one. I think that's just such a cool process. So we're good with that. Now, sandpaper, make some more. It's just paper and sand, funnily enough. But there are two tiers. So red sandpaper, I don't know what the difference is. Probably last a little bit longer. We got diamond grit sandpaper. Right, so let's have a look. So this one is 1024, this is 8, and this is 8. We're going to go with diamond. So diamond dust, which is fine. We can pulverize that, so that's fine. Let's go and get a couple of diamonds and then shove that in the pulverizer that we got last time. So that's cool. Let's get that, and then let's get some paper. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got paper. There we go. We only need one sheet at the moment, because this should last a little bit longer now. So we've got our paper. So let's get into our crafting. So we've got our paper, we've got our diamond dust, and now we've got our sandpaper. So let's put that in our other hand, and there we go. Okay, as you can see, this one lasts quite a bit, so we shouldn't be able to, we shouldn't have to replace it that often now. Well, cool. Right, we'll get to the end of this these couple, and then we'll get on and do our tubes. Right, so I am not going to put that back into there because I've got plenty of space now, so I'm going to shove my diamond sandpaper in my backpack, because why not? Alright, so next thing is we need these tubes. So do we have any of that? I'm pretty sure I saw that over here. If we don't, we've got the hammer, so we can make more. And I cannot see any. Can you? I can see some Constantine and all that kind of stuff, but I cannot see what I'm looking for. So let's have a look in this chest. Again, not seeing what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just go get some iron. And I'm pretty sure I've got the hammer in here. Where are you? Yep, there we go. Engineer's hammer. And we're going to put the engineer's hammer there. We're going to put that stuff down there. And we're just going to do the whole thing. I've lost the engineer's hammer, but I mean, it's not really the end of the world, is it? Because we can make another one. So let's go and... I really didn't want to do that, did I? I wanted an engineer's hammer. So if I go... No, that's not what I want. That one I want. And then I want to click on that. And then I want to click on that. And then... Okay, so I need string. Alright, fair enough. We should have some string over here. Really? I'm sure we had string. Yeah, there we are. There's string. So it should be that with 2 of those and 2 sticks, which are here and here. And then we got another engineer's hammer, so that's cool. Right, now let's make this thing. Perfect. Let's make a couple. Perfect. 24. Sweet. Alright, now the little mechanical arm thing. Where are you? Right, so there is a brass hand that I think we have to make. Or at least I'm pretty sure we have to make that as well. Yeah, there we are. There's the deployer. So it's a brass hand with an andesite casing with an electron tube. So we should have some brass. I'm not sure whether we've smashed it down. But we should have some brass somewhere. In fact, actually the brass is in my inventory. So there we go. So let's make 8 of these. I think that'll be alright. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will make 2. So not even enough. Actually, we're going to need some more. So I've left the brass over here because I didn't know what else to do with it. So what we can do now, though, is we've got 10 blocks of this stuff. So that's not too bad. So we should have enough to do as many as we want, really. I mean, it's not difficult to create brass at the moment, which is good. So let's get a couple more. So 16. Actually, we'll get 2 more blocks. So this block and 1 more. And that should give us enough to do whatever else we need to do as well. I don't really want to have to keep coming back over to get the brass. So we'll just wait for this one last block. That will give us another 18 ingots. That should be good for now. So if we go back over to here and we just hammer all of these 16, that would be good. And now we need to do the hand. So we knew that was on page 3. Page 3, cool. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 of those. I don't know whether we need 6 of these. I know we need 3. But I'm thinking 1 at the moment, just to get it going. Although we could hook it up to the system which is just in front of me, so maybe 3. All right, we'll do 3. No, we'll do all 6. Bugger it. We're probably going to need them at some point anyway. Now there is a pedestal thing that I saw that we do need as well, so we've got to find that. It's not a turntable. There we are. A depot or a weighted ejector. So a weighted ejector. Sneak right click, hold an ejector to select the target location. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So it ejects it somewhere else. Valid target can be any height or distance within range. It cannot, however, be off to the side. Okay. So that's fine. Valid target, simply target the block directly in front. Apply rotational force to charge it. When something lands on it, it will throw it. Okay. If inventory is a target, the ejector space will wait until there is space. That's cool. Alright, not what we want, but very cool. So I'm guessing that that is not the ejector that we need then. We need the other one. Which I can't actually see right now because now I've lost where I was. So many items. Where is the item that I need? The next page? Was it a depot? A depot? I don't know. Let's go and have a look at the hand. Giving them rotational force, that's fine. Right, okay. I think it was the depot. Not entirely sure. I think it was. Have a look. Depot, maybe? Depot, right. So let's have a look at that. Oh, would help if I clicked away from that before I pondered things. Right, so depots consider stationary belt elements, which means... Alright, so it goes in, right click, put it on there, and then boom. Okay, provide items to processing. There we go. There's the stamper. Mechanical arms, that would be nice. That would be nice to automate that whole thing. I'm guessing it's one of them, really. So if we do a depot, or a couple, we can do 3, because that's what I've got. Which is fine for now, because that's all we need. Right, let's go and find some rotational force. I'm guessing we can't go out that way because we've got water behind there. We've got this here, though. Or do we just start with another... I don't really want to. I would like to take it off of here. Maybe here? Yeah, here sounds good. Right, let's see about getting some create items here. We need a couple of things. We need the stuff that we've got in our inventory. We need the small versions of those. So we need cogwheels, but we need the small version. So let's get a couple of small... Oh, okay, can't get a couple of small versions until I get some buttons. And I'm going to need a lot more buttons than that. But I do know where there are... There you go, we can have 64. Perfect. Right, so let's get some buttons. Let's get some small cogwheels. And... really? Polished stuff is over here, isn't it? Yep. Perfect. Alright, well, 8 is fine. Let's go with 8. So we've got 8 of those. We'll put that off to the side here. I don't think it matters. Like, in what way these turn. Or at least I'm hoping that that's the case. And is that too high? Not really. But that's not the way I want them. So... I need them going this way, right? Alright, let's start it the other way around. Let's put these down here. And then put these on top, maybe? No. There we go. Shift. Put them up. So that is connected. Or they are connected, should I say. That one doesn't look like it is. That one looks like it's wrong. Let's get rid of that and we'll start again with that one. No. Try doing that. There we go. Okay, so now if we put, for instance, if we wanted to create one of the basic things, we would need a processor binding, a silicon, and redstone. Okay, so let's go get some redstone from over here because well, we're here. And we need some binding. Now, binding comes from... well, actually, we've got this stuff up here, so we can make some string. But let's get some string first, because I'm pretty sure it's string as well. So if we go into here and into the process of binding, there we go. So it's slime balls and string. So if we do that, we can get quite a lot of it. That's good. That's really good, actually, because we will use a lot of this stuff. So we're in for that. So we need redstone, silicon, and processor binding. Redstone, silicon, and processor binding. Now, is that a step-by-step? So processor, then silicon, then redstone. Oh, and iron. I just noticed that. So the redstone, where does that go? Go in the hand? Yeah. The redstone. Not what I needed. If I put that there, no, I don't want to put all of those there. I just want to put one. I want to put one here. Right? And then what? That? No, because that's got to go in the hand, right? Filter. Okay. How do I get it in? I don't know how. Okay, so that's not working. That's not high enough. If I jump up here and have a look. Oh, right. So actually, they don't use that force. They use it sideways. Okay, that makes sense. But it also now makes sense that we need to move this over to the other side, and we'll hijack that system over there. Because we have rotational here, we could put it along this wall. So, yeah, we'll do that instead. So we've got, I mean, we don't have a lot of torque and stuff in here, but if we can put these, no, I don't want to put it there. Perhaps, right. Where are we going to go? I want it out from the wall a little bit. So we're going to go here, here, and here. We're going to then put this, and a shift burst. Right, so those three are in a line. We then need this and a belt thing. But let's dig out the wall a little bit, because we're going to need to go behind this at some point. And that should be enough. Right. Let's dig this bit, actually. Okay, so we need some other pieces from the other chest. But we do have encased train drives. Perfect. Alright, so now we should be able to put the encased train drives here, which will then come down. No, they can't come down, can they? But they can come to there, which we can fit one of those on there, one of those down, and then across, right? Can we do a cross? We can do a cross. But that's not going to be happy because it's now overstressed. However, if we put another one here, because that's not working, there we go. Right, so are they the right way round? I think they're the right way round now. Let's have a look at this then, because we need to put one iron on there, right? We put one on. We can put lots of iron on there. We're going to put one there. So we put one iron on it. We then put one item in the hand. Right, so you click this bit up here. Okay, that's cool. And then that one goes to here. And then we put, not the redstone, it was the other one, wasn't it? It was the silicon next. We put silicon here. There we go. And then redstone, when this gets to the top, we put it in the hand. Oh, that's a filter, but... No, don't put the redstone back there, you div. No. There we go. You put it in the thing. All right, cool. So now we've got that one. We throw it on there. It becomes a raw basic processor. So if we throw 5 on there, okay, 1 at a time, that's fine by me. Oh, look at that. So 1 more. That gives us the 5. So that gives us incomplete. I put them on there and I should get 5 stamps. Obviously, you know, we can increase the create process and it'll go even faster. But yeah, so that's 2 left. 1 left. 1 more. I can take them all and then I can put them on there and then that will be perfect. Okay, that's, yeah, you know, that is kind of cool. So what we will do though is automate this. I mean, because obviously getting all this stuff in and out of is going to be a pain in the ass, but kind of cool. So we've got those. Now what we do is we go smelt them, which I'm going to use the furnace because I can hit that and I've got it linked up to here now. So whenever it pops out, it will pop out here. So there we go, raw basic processor. So we've got a raw basic processor. Now what we need for our refined storage is we need a advanced one. So an advanced one is a diamond and the same process. So we are going to go 1, 2, like what we're going to do at the moment is we're going to do 1 and then I'm going to put 16 in. So we're just going to do 1 so that we can get 1. But I am going to put 16 in because that would be cool. If I do that, and then I'll take these ones out, and I can then take that one, put that one on there. I can put the 16 in here, and they will go ahead and be done. That's really cool. Like now, I can smelt this one. We'll be all good. We'll be able to create our first piece of refined storage. And that is exactly where I said that we should be. So, we are here. We're at the point where we can, and I'm not going to lie, we can create. Well, I need the other bits and pieces, but we need that, and we need some of that. But we can create our controller. Perfect. Okay, so we have the controller. Now, where the hell would we put it? All the processing is happening over in that direction. All the storage is happening over in that direction. So where's the most logical place to put it? In the middle. No, it's somewhere else. Right, what do we need? We need to be able to access the coal. Oh, we need a storage upgrade in that. Well, that's not good. 753 or 5,000. There's 2 in that one, isn't there? Yeah. Do we need... No, I think we can live with 111,000 in there. So this is the good thing. You can steal the upgrades from different places. So if we right click on this one, put the upgrade in there, we should see... There we go. So this now... Yeah, there we go. So that's now filling up from coal. So I think here would be or around somewhere. Well, there we go. Look, that's a perfect place. We'll go here. So the storage will go here. We'll put the power here. Right? So let's go get this power and then we're done for the moment. Because we need more processors. Actually, how are the processors doing? Let's go check on the processors. They look like they're done. So if we do that and do this... now, R1... Yeah, they are doing 1 at a time. I don't care about that. I'm quite happy with that. Right, so let's go and get our power. So we need the power mod. And because I was stupid and didn't add the magmatic thingamajiggy. So we are going to go with the starter. So we can't go with hardened because it requires that. But we can go with a basic. So let's add that. There we are. There's the basic. So we need a whole bunch of stuff for this. Let's have a look. There's the basic one. Right, so we need a magmatic starter. So let's start here. We need dielectric paste or dialectic paste. So do we have any blaze powder? Don't know. We're going to go and check. But we can get lava, so that's fine. We can get coal and we can get clay. Now clay, we have an abundance of. which is here. That's cool. We've got abundance of coal. Now, do we have any blaze powder? I don't think we do. I think we're going to have to go with lava, which is perfectly fine. So let's put that in there for safekeeping. We're going to get some dielectric paste. So we need 3 coal, 2 clay. If we do that and then take that coal, and then we need some of this. So we're going to have to get our, where are we? There we go. We need our stick or our fire plow. And let's go get some lava. Get a couple of buckets, get them whacked up, and then we'll do that once more just to make sure. If we do that, we get 24. If we do that, we get bucket back, which is good. So that's that. So let's go get 2 more, and then we should be okay for now. We've got plenty of iron, so we should be absolutely perfect for iron. So we will have enough of that. So that's that. Take the bucket back, put that in there, and then we're good. Okay, so quite a lot of iron. Let's take that back. We're not going to go and put that back in the system because we're probably going to need it over here. So we're going to shove it in here. Right, let's have a look what else we need. We need iron, which I've got a stack of, which is good. So we can do all of these basics. Let's get a basic one. So a dielectric. Okay. Yep, might need to do the actual recipe in a crafting table. That generally helps. So we need 2 of these, and we need dielectric rods, which is iron bars. So let's get some iron bars. And then we should be able to get some of these. Look at that. Perfect. We're going to get more of those because I know that we're going to need them. Now we can get the other ones. So what you do is you basically put the normal ones in here and you can switch them. So that's really straightforward and really easy. And then obviously you build a couple. Actually, we're going to build 4 of those because I know we will need another one at least because we've got to do the magmatic one first. These little tiny ones are the basic capacitors. So we need some redstone blocks. So we need some redstone for that. So let's go find some redstone. What can we put away? We can put away in here torches because we don't need those. What do we need? We need redstone. So if I get a couple of blocks of redstone, because that's what we require anyway, that's good. Where are we? We're here. So we need basic processors. So we'll get a... Actually, let me shift and click that. So shift and click the add button gives you as many as you can possibly make, which is good. So we've got some of those. We need some small ones, which is basically the big ones, but put into the table. Now we should be able to... We've done that. Why am I doing that one again? So we should be able to create the first one. Perfect. And then we should be able now to create the second one. And that should give us enough power. And we shove that down there. Now this is a magmator. So do I put magma in it? Which we're going to go and test. We've never used... Ah, there we are. So lava goes in there. Power comes out there. Lava goes down rather quickly. Didn't really think about that. Didn't think about lava generation, did I? No, but I am quite happy that that's cool. Now, a furnator, I'm pretty sure, is burning stuff. So although we've got the magmator, which we will find a source of magma very soon, I'm pretty sure we will, we're going to use a furnator anyway. So we're going to take the basic one, we're going to take this one, we're going to create a furnace because we need one. That's if I've got enough cobblestone, which I don't in that chest. But we do in that chest. That's cool. Let's take 8 there. Now, obviously, this is going to be our backup for them, or our temporary solution for the moment, is one of these. So we've got one of those, the starter one, and then we've got the second version, which is what are we missing? 2 iron. Really? Wow. Okay, we're missing 2 iron, apparently. So let's go and get 2 iron. Let's go get a couple more iron. There we go. So we've got enough. We should have enough now. Let's go get that second tier. And that should give us, if we do this, a constant supply. Once we do, we're going to take a stack. Now, I'm hoping that it will, should I say, take coal blocks. Because obviously coal blocks are a lot easier. And what I could then do is make a compacting drawer for the coal. And we could just pull out blocks. There we go, yeah. So a block will generate quite a lot of power, actually. Nice. Okay, so we're storing power at the moment. We've got stored power in here from the lava. This thing is not using any usage right now. But as soon as we start putting things on it, it will start ramping up its usage. But what we can do once we've got the storage is we can accept coal into the storage. And then we can extract coal to the furnace to keep that going. So this will use, obviously everything that you add to it will use a little bit more power and a little bit more power, etc. But everything going forward will just allow that to happen. You know, yeah. We'll be able to move things about and allow that to happen. Well, I've got dielectric casings there, so I could have used those, but never mind. What else have we got? Have we got anything related to refined? I don't think we have. I think what we've got is only what we've built. But that is not a bad thing, so I'm alright with that. So we've got our, oh yeah, we can go and, no we can't because we've got too much crap in our, let's get rid of some of this because obviously we don't need all of that in there. There we go. And then we'll take back the bits that we should keep hold of, which is that and our food and our bucket. We'll take a bucket as well. The rest of it can stay in there for the moment because we'll go back and use that in a bit. And then we'll take those off there and put those on there. These things have 41 silicon left, which is fine. So by the time this is finished, there'll be 41 silicon. We've now got 2 raw advanced processors, which is awesome. Yeah, so there are a couple of different types. Obviously, you've got advanced processors, which is diamond. You've got the improved processor, which is gold. You've also got the destruction core, which is basically a basic processor plus a nether quartz. And then you've got the construction core, which is glowstone and a basic processor. And they are usually used to, you know, do importers and exporters and that kind of stuff. So, or some of the more advanced items, like the crafters use them. So you've got an 2 advanced, 1 construction, 1 destruction. So the crafter can make and you know, do things like that. Then you've got the grids and the crafting grids. Now I usually go from grid straight to crafting grid because it allows me to craft with the ME system. But I'll show you that next episode. This one here is very, very simple. So we have now got 16. So I can actually go cook these and we might actually be able to make a disk drive. If I take those, and what else do I need? I need 1 of those. I need an ender chest or a chest. So I need I need some of those. I need 1 of those. I need a chest or an ender chest, a chest of some sort. So let's get a chest of some sort. And then 1 of these, which is now should be in there. Perfect. Okay, so now what we should be able to do is the disk drive, which is here. Now, the disk drive is exactly what it says on the tin. We are going to place the disk drive. I didn't think of that, actually. We're not going to place the disk drive straight on top. We are going to put a cable. So we are going to go to Refined, and Refined has its own cables, obviously, to connect all the storages together. So we need redstone, glass, and some other bits. So let's go get our redstone. This is the other thing as well. You won't have to go running backwards and forwards to grab stuff. It'll all be in the ME system, so that it will be so much simpler. But what are we doing? We are doing cables. That's right. So let's make a couple of cables. You get quite a few of them, which I'm I'm happy about. So what we're going to do is put a cable down here. And we're going to right click this. And as you can see, 0 FE usage still. We are going to put a disk drive down. And as you can see, still 0 because we're not actually doing anything with the system. Now, storage drive, that's going to be a different matter. And the 1K storage drive is a 1K storage part, which we could probably get away with doing. So we are going to give it a go. And again, more redstone. Let's get a couple of stacks of redstone because I'm sick and tired of running backwards and forwards. If we shove it in here, and a 1K storage part is not great. So we're going to get 3 of them. And we are then going to go straight to a 4K. If we possibly can, but we might not be able to because we don't have any basic processors. You know what? We're just going to do a 1K storage part to show you. So we've got a 1K storage. Well, we can do 3 of them, I suppose. But we're going to do 1 more. So if we hit the storage part here, so we hit the button, we've now got a disk. We've got a 1K storage disk. And then what we do is we go over to here and we put the 1K in this system. Now we can store 1,000 items. And then if you have a look here, we're 1 FE a tick. So not too bad. That's not bad at all. Now obviously those are great by themselves, but they don't actually help. So we've got the construction and destruction, and we need 2 improved processors. So we're not going to do this episode. This episode is already way too long. But we do have a working ME drive, which is being fed at the moment by power. And we've got quite a lot of stuff and storage, and I'm quite happy at the moment. I'm going to go and do some of the processors and see whether I can just get a stack of them. Other than that, that's it. If you would be so kind as to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. But it would also not be required. However, it would help. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know. I've got to come up with a better catchphrase than that because that's a bit rubbish. But, yeah, we'll work it out. Anyway, for the time being, I am Syntosis. You've been awesome. Laters.